Hi guys, my name is Chidexi. Welcome to the Truth Podcast, and today I am not alone. I have a guest. Her name is Honeybee. I'm going to let her introduce herself. Hello.
Hello everyone, my name is Christina Oyindamola Kirinde. If you're wondering where Onibi came from, Oyindamola is the Onibi.
Yeah.
So do you know
Okay.
what Onibi means?
Yeah, honey and bee.
Okay, so do you know what Oyindamola means?
What does it mean?
Honey mixed with wealth.
Oh my God.
So that's where Onibi came
Oyinda.
about from secondary school days, and I decided to name my brand after the
Yeah.
nickname.
Please let us know what you do.
Okay, so apart from being a private chef, I do private cooking for people. Think about if you want to cater for 1,000 guests, we have the capacity to do that. But I have a ready to go snack brand that basically produce gluten-free snacks from locally cultivated African grains, root vegetables and herbs. So we have the likes of millet chin chin. On our flagship product is our millet chin chin and millet cookies because this is gluten-free and this is produced from a flour produced here in Nigeria
Oh, wow.
for millet flour. Yes, and we have plantain chips, we have potato chips, orange flavored potato chips, and we have cashew nuts and peanuts.
Oh.
That's what basically it.
Okay, buy Nigerian brand, made in Nigeria,
Yeah.
by Nigerian.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, today we're talking about a very interesting topic that everyone needs to listen to. And the topic for today is how to get grants for business. See, I have been in business for 6 years and I am just knowing about the dynamics that is involved in getting grant. I am Anyway, I wanted to say I'm late to the party, but they say anytime you wake up now you're waiting, now your day break. So I'm awake now. My first question to you, I know why you guys will be like, why her? Yes, her. Because this girl, should I say? Okay. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. You know why her very soon. My first question is grant free or do you have to pay back a grant when you get grant?
Okay, so grant is equity free investment. That is an investor telling you that take this money, use it. You don't have to pay me any interest. You don't have to pay me back. But most of the investors they will follow you up rigorously to ensure that you're actually using it for the purpose with which you said you're going to use it for. So grant is free.
Grant is
You
free.
don't pay back, you don't pay interest, nothing.
Did you hear that? Hey, and we're here. Why did they make it look like you have to know somebody that knows somebody before a grant can be applied, and you have to pay back in 3 years or 5 years? Like, who gave us that orientation? That was my orientation.
I think I would say it's the circle you find yourself, because the truth is that over time I've not started my Snagram because I started up as a food caterer. So I for like 8 years I started up as a food caterer. I ventured into the ready to go snacks 3 years ago. So I've always known about grant funding for the longest of time. But even myself, I was in a circle where I didn't know the right thing to actually do to position yourself to actually access it.
So you have to position yourself.
Yes, it's very important. Positioning is very important.
So the next question is, must you own a business to get a grant?
Okay, when you mean must you own a business, it might not necessarily, you might not have started, but you can have an idea of a particular business you want to venture into. There are grants out there that is for ideation.
Something that's in my head
Some
that have not been brought to light.
that has not been
They will give
like
me
there's no demo yet.
no nothing, no foundation, no nothing.
No demo yet.
Somebody will give me money for something that's in my head.
Exactly. If
Hey!
it's lucrative, if it's sustainable,
Eh,
they will definitely fund it.
wait, as long as you can say it.
Yes. You are sure that this thing is sustainable, is scalable. The ideation grants.
Hey,
There are
wait,
grants for ideation. Yes.
in
there are-
Nigeria?
Yes, in Nigeria. There are grants for ideation. Like you have an idea and then you've done your books, you've done your research, and you know that this idea is scalable, is going to be sustainable, and you know what to actually do to actually start up.
Yeah.
There are investors who actually fund ideation.
Hey, are you guys hearing it? It is new to me. I have so many ideas. Forget about my business. I have ideas that I wonder, will somebody buy into it? So I'd rather do that too, because I feel like the reason why some people feel like grant is for people. In fact, banks make it so intentional that if you don't have a certain business, if your business is not a certain amount of years,
And that's because it's loan. Grant is
okay,
offering you loan.
okay,
So they want to be sure that you can pay
pay
back.
back,
Your business has to be lucrative and sustainable,
and
scalable,
has
and
been
is
existing.
existing. You are making profits,
Yeah,
good amount of profit that can actually pay back
pay
the loan
back.
you're requesting for.
Oh wow.
That's because it's loan. It's
Don't.
not
Oh
it's not
wow.
grant.
Oh wow. I think I love this grant idea. People that are just starting business, let's say you started like maybe 3 months ago, 6 months ago, can you get grants as a beginner?
Like I just said, I said ideation. If they can fund ideation, why can't they fund startup 2, 3 months ago, 6 months ago?
Okay. I'm
You
asking for
you have
myself.
access to okay.
For
You have
myself.
access to funding even as a startup
Startup.
brand. So
So the next part of it is what's the benefit of getting a brand as a startup?
okay, so to be
A grant.
honest, I'm gonna say it this way. So if you are here and you receive let's say your business is worth like 600,000 naira and you receive like 2 million, you trust me that you cannot be here, you're going to be like here.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine that you receive a grant of 10 million. You are like this.
Otilo.
Now imagine that you receive a grant of 100 million.
Otilo
So the
Lela.
speed that it gives to you is that is the most important thing. It helps you scale faster. What could have taken you 2, 3, 5 years, 10 years, it could actually happen within a year or 2 years if you actually get
A good
access
grant.
to funding.
Yes.
The speed that the speed involved with scaling your business is like I think the greatest benefit when it comes to your business.
Wow.
Accessing funds.
It's like having backup. See, let me tell you, sometimes we always say all these girls that are opening branches up and down, this girl just started not less than a year, her business is here, who is funding her, who is the allergy she's dating, who is the politician? My dear, sometimes there's no politician, sometimes there is no sugar daddy, sometimes there is no anything, sometimes it's just grant. But here's the problem, we hardly tell ourselves the truth. No, we don't, except you are in a very good community that
Exactly.
share.
Exactly.
Like, people have been having access to grants, but they would never tell you. In fact, they love it when you say it's a man. Go and get it if it's easy. Yeah.
right.
Yeah, because it's not
Right.
even easy. Why haven't you gotten
actually,
yours?
Actually,
You
Yeah,
see
that's
some
fine.
brands that in less than 2 years, they are having branches all over the state. In fact, outside the country. These people have been going for secret grant application and pitching.
And let me actually iterate on something. The beautiful thing about some grant opportunities is that it doesn't just give you access to funding; it gives you access to stuff like mini MBAs, accelerator programs
Okay.
that will actually open you up some spaces that you will not even think you can actually get to. It's just like okay, you got a grant, and then you are supposed to go through a particular days training, weeks training, or at times even months training. And then in the course of this training, the kind of people they bring on board, you realize that these are the assets you actually need to get into a certain place you've been
Waiting for.
lobbying to
Yes,
get into.
yes.
And the speed, you just say, oh, this person is in 20 stores. You don't know how the person got there. So the truth is that I want us to actually understand that even beyond the access you have to the fund,
Fun, yeah.
the opportunity it affords you, the network of people it actually places you in.
And also investors and partners.
Exactly.
Some people might not give you funding. They will tell you, I want to be your partner. I want to be an
Exactly.
investor. Wait, let me give you the breakdown. An investor wants to know exactly how your money is spent. You have to show your books, you have to show everything. And then someone that's giving you grants might really not follow up on your books, don't really care about how you do your thing. But an investor is investing to stay there for a long time, so you must be transparent, right?
Yes, accountability.
Yes, you must be accountable. Right now in my business, I don't mind. I've set my books very well. I don't mind having an investor right now, right? I don't mind right now. But there were times I was such a Oh God, I was so stupid when I was starting. A lot of people wanted to invest. A lot of people wanted to partner. But MMB is like this. MMB is my baby.
Away from you. I know, right?
Exactly.
One of the mindset we actually have, as especially as Nigerians, is the fact
We are
that
so sentimental.
when we give space to investors, it's still away our business. That's the importance of all those kind of trademark patents.
Yeah.
You have to guard your business so that nobody can take it away
Take
from
away.
you. You have your trademark, you have your patent. Who wants to steal it away from you? You get that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
and then you have your knowledge. And no matter what you do, always keep 55 or 59% to yourself. You can sell out your shares 40%,
Yeah.
but 60 should be in your name.
Yes.
Right? My darling. Woo! I love this topic. So my next question would be, how do you leverage grant to scale up your business?
Okay, let me assume. How do you leverage grant? Okay, first, I think at times, especially as a startup and someone that's been in business for like 2-3 years, I think one of the things you have to look out for is being intentional about first your books.
Mm-hmm.
You need to, nobody wants to invest in someone that you're just
Anywhere. You can spend anyhow.
Okay, so you need to be very conscious about your books. Your books have to be up to date, and you don't just have it in papers. That's why we have Excel spreadsheet these days. I'm learning this thing the hard way because
Yeah.
it's not like I had it all figured out before, but accelerator programs have actually helped me. Like being on programs, being on trainings has actually made me understand that if you really want to access the kind of funds you're looking at, so I'm not talking about 100k, 200k, 300k. If you really want to position yourself to access funds in millions of naira and thousands dollars in dollars,
yes.
you there are some things you have to be put in place. It's just like you said that Stanford actually gave you a scholarship, and then your account is not in order. The truth is that I learned that they wouldn't even consider you at all. That's a disqualification. You're already disqualified. It's just the same way with some grants. You have already been shortlisted, and then they're asking you for your last 12 years bank statement or
Last 12 months.
your management account for the last 12 months, and it's not in place. Some people will not even be patient enough to actually say, oh, put it in order.
Yeah.
Just a disqualification for
You're
you.
not serious.
So first, your books have to be in order, your inventory has to be in order, and we have accounting software, as they say, everywhere that you can actually start with free, and then you can actually scale up to premium and all of that. So I think one of the most important things that your books has to be in order, your inventory has to be in order, and then your pitch deck. It's very important that you put up a pitch deck that is very compelling, and that's how we had the online presence. You can actually look up on pitch decks, even if you have to pick like 50, keep going through them, and until you are convinced that you've written something that is actually very convincing. Even yourself, if you give it to like governor of Lagos State, he's going to be like, okay, you've done well. Like I've be able to write a compelling story. And if you cannot do this, please learn to outsource. Another thing I'm learning to actually do is the importance of outsourcing. You don't have to pay some people. That's why you need to be intentional as well as positioning yourself to actually step into some circle. Surround yourself with some circle of people that can.
And that's why we have Shicluded.
Yes. Shicluded is actually one big family. I can actually joke with her because they've been one of the hugest community a support structure for me in over a year. I think it was August last year I actually came across Shicluded, and I went through this training in September, and it's been a huge one. Shicluded is actually a community acquisition radio itself, so you meet people who are actually willing to actually help you go through these things. MSME Africa is also a community you actually want to look out for. These are communities that will actually handhold you. In fact, MSME Africa has trainings every Friday. It's called KSS.
Okay.
Knowledge sharing section. It's every Friday comes up, and they have thought about grants. In fact, down to business plan, leveraging the social media management, digital trainings that would actually help you. Those are the things we should actually look out for, because we can't do it on our own.
Yeah. So there's another question. How do you position, I don't know if this is the one you answered, how do you position your business to appeal to funders?
Okay, I think I've said part
of it.
What I would actually have to eat is so that I have an online presence. Have an online presence.
Very important.
Because these days I realize that most of the applications you put out for, they will tell you to add links to your social media
My dear, these days they even say add your LinkedIn link. My sister, I don't have it. I don't have LinkedIn.
Okay,
Why is it important?
It is true application that actually made me actually go and open a LinkedIn page for my business. I have personal. I was not even active on it. When I realized that most of these applications they will tell you to put your link, I'm like, hey, when I'm like, you need to be very serious.
Do they put video there or picture?
You need
what goes on in that app?
you need to be very rich. Okay, so the beautiful thing is that LinkedIn doesn't work like Instagram, TikTok, and the likes, but it's such that you are positioning yourself so that this is what you do in a very professional way. Okay, just like, okay, you attended today, and as I came here, I can actually put it up. I appeared in this particular show today. They want to see what you're doing. They want to. One of the things that they want to see is they want to see the places you're showing up at.
Wow.
They want to see how you are carrying your business. They want to see what you are doing. What are the story you are telling? What is the solution you are providing? How are you going about it? So those are the things you have to intentionally put up on your page on LinkedIn. Then your social media presence, it has to be very intentional. What you're putting up has to be very intentional. They want to come to your space and they're like, okay, this person actually have it all figured out.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you need to. It's very important to actually position yourself online strategically.
All right, you guys. So, I know you must be saying, why did I bring her here to discuss about grant? See, something must give. Something must compare me to. I've said, funny thing is how 2 years ago, I said in my podcast, we'll talk about how to get grant, how to do this, how to do that. Yes, I still have the video.
Awesome.
And a lot of people were like, okay, so how do we get grant? My dear, even me that said he didn't know how, is this year that I'm now knowing how. But more than just knowing how, I love to associate myself with people that have done it and that have evidence of it. And she is what we call an example and an evidence that grant works. Yes. Failure is part of success. Until you start accepting failure, you are not ready for success. So to me, I was happy that for the first time I talked about my business in that way. No one has ever heard my business in that light. That was my brand story. And just the fact that I was able to say things about it was okay for me.
Fulfilled.
Yeah. But there are some people amongst us that were feeling down that why did they not get it? How can I feel that when it's just my first time?
But you don't know how long they've actually been trying to preach.
Oh, well,
So you should
true.
actually consider that
true.
as well.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so basically what I do is I produce snacks from locally cultivated farm produce. So unlike using imported wheat flour, I use millet flour that is locally cultivated in Nigeria,
wow.
locally produced in Nigeria, and so that's me being vast on sustainability. So it's something I know that I can actually sustain over time,
And
I have
also
access to it within the
yes, and also patronizing locally those women that you know.
Yes. Imagine if by tomorrow I'm producing my millet chin and exporting to different countries. You know how many more people that's actually going to give an opportunity to livelihood.
work, yeah.
So that's the whole goal. The fact that I'm big on sustainability.
I know that so many students will be like, oh, now that I don't have a business or I don't even have idea, how can I get grant? I'm going to allow her to tell you people. See, I just even realized that students can get grant. These are things that I would have gotten when I was in school. Knowledge is power. When they say knowledge is power, it's not a cliche. Please
Actually,
tell us.
okay, so I'm just like her. I started my business before I got into an institution, and I didn't know that there's actually access to this in grants for students. I know that one particular person I know is this in Ibikunle. I think they are always very specific about giving grants to people that own business at their university, tertiary institution students. And these days, I think most of those links you'll find them on MSME Africa. So it's one of the communities you actually look out for as well, because you're always going to get access to first-hand information, updated always. Is every single day they are posting about something. This I tell my younger ones that if you really want to be serious about your business, you don't want to access funds, be there. You just remain small. There's access. As a student, you have access.
Oh wow.
Yes.
So, wait. As a student running a business,
Yes.
you can be funded.
Yes.
What about as a student that you're just a student, you don't have business?
That's scholarship now.
Okay, scholarship.
Scholarship.
Oh, that's
I'm pretty much
also
sure
grant.
we all know that
Know
there's
that
scholarship
one,
for
yes.
people in the
Yeah.
education
Oh,
institution.
wow.
Yes.
So it doesn't even, and then when you are in school, they don't expect your business to have scaled to a maximum height.
Exactly. Most of those funds that are like 200, 500. Imagine what 500 can actually do to
Do
your business
for
as a
you.
student.
Mm.
So yes, there's access to funding for.
And again, I love Nigeria so much. I love being a woman, and I love the fact that I'm a woman in Nigeria, because I feel like everything is favoring Nigerian women right now. Both grants, both the government. I mean, let's not talk about the other part, but yeah, in business, right? Because there are so many NGOs that are focused on empowering women, on funding women, on scaling women own business.
Yeah.
So if you are a woman listening to this and you have not started positioning your business for the right people to see, you are sleeping on an opportunity that is happening in this season, and it doesn't last.
That's it,
We pray it lasts, but in this season their focus is women. So I just hope you catch it and run with it, because I caught it. I might have caught it late, but I don't catch them, and at the gold. I'm going.
That's it.
I'm going.
That's it, you.
If not for anything, for the very fact that I'm a woman surviving in Nigeria, scaling a business in Nigeria, I feel like they just give us extra grace.
That's it.
And it's not our fault, it's favor. Favor is not fair.
On our side.
Yeah, it's not fair. Do you know the thing? Some men right now are co-owning businesses with their wife just because of grant. Oh yes.
You need to be strategic. That's strategy.
That is strategy.
Strategy.
I am giving you people first-hand info. I know someone, I know someone in politics that asked me that, Chidima, does your business make so and so amount, X, Y amount of money every month? There's a grant that they are giving to women that their business can make this. I'm like, okay, why are you telling me? Say, because you're a woman. I have friends that do better than that do bigger than that, but they're men. So do you have it so you can apply? Like so many info, and these are first hand info. This is government first hand info. Now I caught it, and I'm still going to give credit. Catch yours. I'm still going to give credit to Shecluded, because honestly, you people are opening my eyes.
Actually,
You people are open. See, there's this. I have 4 more grants that I'm applying for right now. I'm not going to tell you people the name.
come and join Shecluded. Come and join Shecluded. You'll be getting mail every day. See, the truth is that, except you are not on their mailing list.
Yeah.
Every single day, a mail is dropping
Yeah.
for update about existing grants.
Yes.
Both within Nigeria, outside of Nigeria. And another thing is the not just grants, access to grants, but access to some programs, international programs that you can be on maybe a year, month, and it gives you access to.
Yes. Give you certification.
Honestly,
Give you access.
there are opportunities out there. Just positioning ourselves that is the most important thing. Being in the right
Exactly.
circle.
Exactly. We had so much fun, and this information is first class. It is classified. They know they talk calm. People hardly share it. They know they shout hemmed. All right, they don't shout it. This is, I know, if this drops, a lot of people will be like, why am I saying this? Why am I? That's the truth. That's the truth.
It's
Right
actually
now,
truth.
there's spotlight on women. It is what it is. At this point in my life, I'm happy to be a woman in Nigeria right now, and I own a business. And the thing is, it doesn't even matter how small or big it is. Just the fact that you can sustain it. They feel like, see, Nigeria is already hard, and everybody knows that. It's hard. We can't take away that fact. So what they are trying to do now is to make it softer for at least the softer gender now. Get it?
Are you a Saturday?
We're soft.
Okay.
So they are trying to help us. So you guys, you have to follow her. She would lead you to the right place. Yes.
Yes, please follow.
Please follow her and buy her patronize
Buy her
her.
product, oh.
Buy her product, patronize her. And patronize me too. Even though
We have Jews that support your health goals.
Yeah.
Are you health conscious? And you need something that will support your health goals. Say no to Coke and Fanta.
Yes, say no
Can
to
you please say no
carbonated
to
drinks.
Coke and Fanta and Pepsi?
Yes.
And please.
See, you know why I'm asking? I have a baby brand that's just 3 months, and the acceptance that brand has right now is blowing up my mind, not just by individuals, by companies, by parastatals, by hospitals. Like,
That's it.
it is, Refresh Me is in a big hospital and I'm not even doing so much. And
See.
now I see that if this accepted, then I can put energy there and even export it. So I need this grant more than you people, I'm telling you. So I will hold her like this. I will hold her. Oh, they should give me my own money. Oh, I did not come to look at
People are
other
big
people
on
getting.
wellness these days.
Yes.
People are big on wellness these days
Yeah.
because there's so many sickness out there, and
Oh,
everybody,
yeah.
we all want to live long
Yeah.
now. Nobody want to die young.
In good health.
Wholeness,
Mhm.
emphasis, wholeness. We
Yeah.
all want to live long in wholeness. So that's the reason people are big on. So that's the reason why you're wondering why they're embracing your drink. It's because it's
And
it's
again,
sup-
it's also sweet.
supporting their
Yes.
health goals.
Yes.
And that's what I
It's
tell people, that we're not producing snack from herbs.
Mhm.
We are giving you guilt-free pleasure because
Mm.
yes, you are eating something that is gluten-free,
Healthy.
healthy, and it's sweet.
Sweet.
It
Yes.
tastes rich, tastes nice.
Yes.
Oh no, you're not
I love
eating
that. I love that. Guilt free
Pleasure.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. You guys, I know by now you'll be like, okay, let me go and look for Grant. Let me go and look at her. I know. Follow her. You can follow me. I don't really know the way. Me, I'm still
She
following her.
included.
But the way is, don't give them free of charge. Follow her. She will show you. My
Okay.
darlings, we got to go right now. I had so much fun, and thank you so much for coming and opening up so much. Not everybody would say
grow
all
by
that you
meeting
have
each other
said.
now.
Yeah. And I know the men will be like, oh, this episode is not for me.
It's coming for you.
Go and get a wife and partner with her. Partner with her, you know.
Go and marry.
Marry
Stop being single.
partner. No, go partner with single girl. I know they. Oh, if una break up with who go get a business? I did not know.
Oh,
But
there should be
partner
sign
with
agreement now. There should be sign agreement so that what if we go separate ways? They
both
know-
parties. So
You
you
know who
guys
takes what share.
be smart for guys. Be smart. You can even do a partnership business with
Yes.
your sister. I Refresh is owned by I and my brother, so you can partner with your sister. But when it comes to grants, she's the face of the business. She goes to give
Yeah.
the pitch deck. She body it as if it's hers. But don't miss out in whatever is happening in Nigeria right now. Thank you so much, guys, for watching up until now. Please follow us on all social media platforms at The Truth Pod, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, every single place. Please, even on this app, I know you're watching on YouTube. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll tell you where. She would tell you where you can follow her up.
Okay, so you'll find us on social media at Honeybee Signature Snacks. Just a eat away. You could even search for plant-based snacks and you'll find us.
Yeah.
Honeybee Signature Snacks on Facebook, on Instagram, on
On
TikTok.
LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn, yes. See that link that I don't put it this day. On LinkedIn, yes. Honeybee
Please,
Signature
I
Snacks.
need to go and open a LinkedIn account because I feel like there are things about me I could put there that could attract investors. What do you think? Have a nice day. Bye.